In a notable diplomatic clash, former Costa Rican president and Nobel Peace Prize laureate Oscar Arias has had his U.S. visa revoked, marking a significant escalation in tensions between the prominent Latin American statesman and the United States government. The 84-year-old former president, who served 2 terms from 1986-1990 and 2006-2010, received this news through a brief email that provided no specific explanation for the decision. The timing of this action has drawn particular attention given Arias's recent criticisms of U.S. foreign policy. The visa revocation follows Arias's February social media posts where he delivered pointed criticism of U.S. leadership, comparing it to a Roman emperor, and highlighting the challenges smaller nations face when disagreeing with U.S. foreign policy demands. His exact words resonated strongly. "It has never been easy for a small country to disagree with the U.S. government, and even less so when its president behaves like a Roman emperor, telling the rest of the world what to do." These comments specifically addressed what Arias perceived as undue pressure on Costa Rica's current administration. This diplomatic incident unfolds against a complex backdrop of U.S.-China competition for influence in Costa Rica and broader Latin America. The situation gained momentum after the U.S. withdrew visas from 3 Costa Rican lawmakers who had opposed President Rodrigo Chavez's decision to exclude Chinese firms from Costa Rica's 5G network development. Subsequently, a 4th opposition lawmaker also had their U.S. visa revoked, establishing a pattern of using visa access as a diplomatic leverage tool. Arias's unique position in this controversy is particularly noteworthy given his historical relationships with both global powers. During his presidency, he actively promoted a free trade agreement with the United States while also making the significant decision to establish diplomatic ties with China in 2007. His credentials as an international peacemaker are well established, having been awarded the 1987 Nobel Peace Prize for his crucial role in brokering peace during the Central American conflicts of the 1980s, marking him as a respected voice in international relations. The broader context includes recent diplomatic maneuvers, particularly U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio's February visit to Costa Rica. During this visit, Rubio explicitly offered assistance to President Chavez in punishing Costa Rican officials who might collaborate with foreign actors who pose a threat to the country's cybersecurity, widely interpreted as a reference to potential Chinese influence in the region. This visit underscored the U.S. strategy to counter Chinese influence in Latin America. Arias has been particularly vocal about what he sees as the current Costa Rican government's acquiescence to U.S. pressure. His criticisms have focused on 2 main issues: the deportation of migrants from third countries into Central America and the exclusion of Chinese companies from technological development projects. These positions have put him at odds with both the current Costa Rican administration and U.S. policy objectives. The manner of the visa revocation itself has raised eyebrows in diplomatic circles. The communication was delivered via email with notably sparse detail, leading Arias to note that while the message does not give reasons, it leaves room for conjectures about the underlying motivations. This approach to diplomatic communication has been seen by many as unusually abrupt for dealing with a former head of state and Nobel laureate. This incident serves as a powerful illustration of the complex dynamics at play between small nations and global powers in the modern diplomatic landscape. It highlights the challenges faced by Latin American countries as they attempt to maintain balanced relationships with both the United States and China, while also preserving their autonomy in decision-making. The personal cost to Arias, a respected international figure, underscores the real-world implications of speaking out against powerful nations' policies and the potential consequences of taking independent stances in an increasingly polarized global environment.